are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Escaping a tackler at the 25.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one. And
he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Murray, flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
1st down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing again on second down. Murray.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Watkins here. Hands it off out of the gun.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Alton Robinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray now. Steps away to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Williams brings it in. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Moore now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 24. Off play action. Murray. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll bring up a second down. Throwing now is Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming out. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Murray to air it out again. Dancing to his left. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the move to his left. Shreds the tackle, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. From the gun, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First down, Murray. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, they'll throw in Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted, they return it. That's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got room. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw is Murray. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Murray now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Second and 11 now. Wilson wants to throw it. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So the victory here for